Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Monday the 20th of July 2020. All the 20s today. And silver soars as the Nasdaq underperforms most since 2009. As it says here, turn those machines back on, get the money back into the market direct from the Fed. Keep that financial methadone running so that they can get the markets back up on the highs. Anyway, let's have a look at yesterday's or Friday's trades, I should say. And we can see from the start that we had the quiet trading range that I'd spoken about in Thursday's Market Alert and said that I probably wouldn't even trade because it was so quiet. But I did. I couldn't resist it. So we'll just move forward. It was pointless trading, I have to say. You can see we have a potential buy signal which is filled, and then we've got this potential weakness. We've also got the 200 MA in the way here as well. So to even move higher, you can see how it became a support here. Eventually it broke and then it's come back. As I said before, it's like a magnet. And here we see prices coming back. So in the end, I decided this isn't going anywhere. And I just pulled the trade. And there's the ticket there. And then through the remainder of the morning, you'll see prices coming back towards the stop loss and support coming in. You can see them buying back at this level. And then they try to bring it back, but eventually it all fails and the market comes back. That's because it's been incredibly quiet. So having set the tone for the morning, I wasn't expecting a lot in the afternoon either. The market kicked off initially. We got some selling there, as you can see. Prices attempting to move higher, and already it's set a precedent here. It's already sideways after the first 8 or 10 minutes, and then we have a sell signal. And once again, we've got the 200 bar moving average. We've got the BRN, and over here where they brought the market back, we had the reversal and the buying there. So in order to move lower, we've got to break the BRN and also this low. And you can see after just a few minutes, you can see I've just marked up this just in case we got a break. But you'll see as we go through this, the market just traded sideways. And also when you get the market coming off the low of the price bar and the volume is very high, like it is here, you tend to find support in the market as well. So it's just a case of saying, well, thanks, I'll just have the money. I can't see this going anywhere. And there we go, out of the trade. And the market trading sideways and eventually starting to move back a bit. Then we had the news. This came out worse than forecast. If it'll just slide over there, you can see this. So I thought, well, right, this should kick the market. You know, we've got a bit of a volatility here. We're way below what was forecast. But no, it made no difference. So the market then put in another sell signal. And again, the 200 MA is in the way. Started to find support from this. Then it came back and I thought, do you know what? There's no point in doing this. It's just staying sideways, and that's how the market was. Then it came back towards the stop loss. If you hadn't got out, I was already out at this point. It did eventually move down to the scalp and to the previous day's close when we saw the volume come in there. But the range is so narrow and the lack of momentum, which we've seen for the last 3 days, which is really strange. So this is what the rest of the afternoon. I didn't even stay at the desk once I pulled this trade. That was it. I was at this point over here. I was done and thought, right, we'll wait and see. But the market didn't do a lot. It did manage to move up a bit with the Dow towards the close of the Dow session, but otherwise just tedious. So hopefully things will improve this week. Speaking of which, let's have a look at the news for this week. There's nothing for Monday or Tuesday, which doesn't help matters. We're also into holiday season as well, and I suppose some people are going to use the opportunity to get away, even though we've had the lockdown, etc. So it's the calm before the storm, really. Friday is the biggest news day. They're the high impact news items there, but otherwise there's nothing else for this week. We've got the EU Economic Summit, which is I am recording this on a Sunday, so that's out today, or going on today. For a review of Friday's trades, let's see what the market's doing on the overnight session. So starting off with the DAX, we can see that the market is sideways, which is why we're seeing such quiet trading range. It's clearly defined here in the daily chart, and there's not a lot we can do about it. You can also see the narrowness of the range as well, and this is continuing, unfortunately, today, and as we saw earlier, it's a bit of a slow news week, so there's not a lot that we can do about it apart from wait and see what happens when the market opens. So let's have a look at where the overnight markets kicked off, and we can see here 20th of July the market gapping lower, sitting on the 200 MA there, and then eventually breaking this, going straight through the DP and moving down to Friday's low, which is important. You can see how the market just bounced straight off this. You can see the buying coming in. Very important to get the market off the previous day's low, and then you see prices trading back up to the DP level and the 200 bar moving average. Like I say, these are like magnets, and if the market can break the DP, then it will continue to move higher. Otherwise, it's going to move to the downside there. But that's where we are in the German DAX. You can see if we just zoom in on the bigger picture as well and just widen these bars out and just make them longer. So there you can see how sideways the market currently is, and its range back to the recent high to the left of 12,929. But we do have these highs here as well that need to be taken out, which obviously are the previous days, and this one 13,000, easy to remember, is where we need to blow through in order to move back to the bigger 89% retracement from the all-time high. And in the Dow, as we find the Dow also, where you can see prices have traded to the 89% retracement from this high to this low. And again, weakness prevailing here. The market down on the overnight, trading at the moment below the 5-bar moving average. They're heading towards these fib retracements, which are drawn in from here. That we drawn in from here to here, because there's a low left behind here. So watch these levels as the market moves lower, or should it move lower. The 200 MA as well. And if it gets through here, the 89 and the 20-bar moving average, which is currently above at the moment. So yeah, weakness around in the markets at the moment, but that all-important one in the DAX is the low. That's Friday's low, which we can see the market's already traded down to. So watch this with great interest should prices trade down to this level. Okay, so what we can see is the markets are still fairly quiet. We are into the holiday season, school holidays. I know it all seems slightly fractured because of the lockdown, but there is a sense of normality and individuals going on holiday, etc., whether it's in the UK. So probably a lot to do with why the markets have become quiet. This is seasonal, usually is the case, but very difficult to predict given what's been going on since March of this year. So we'll see. We'll see. If the market doesn't move a lot, then I'll step aside. And if it does, then I'll participate. It's as simple as that. It's all part and parcel of trading. Okay, that's it. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.